much, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health. Ottawa resident Lisa Garland has 3 beautiful children, and 2 of them have cancer. If that's not horrific and stressful enough, Lisa tells me that the injections alone cost $3,000 a month. The anti-vomiting drugs cost over $800 a month. And that's not all. Special food, taking time off work, and parking at the hospital added up for Lisa and her family. They were forced to fundraise, which is why I think Ontario needs a compassionate and catastrophic care plan for our patients in exceptional circumstances like Lisa Garland's family. Minister, a top priority for all Ontarians is health care. I just want you to be part of this plan, and I'm hoping that you agree with me that Lisa's family shouldn't be fundraising for her children with cancer.
Thank you. Minister of Health, Long-Term Care.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the question. I do agree with you that there are families, regrettably, often it's too common, families that are facing catastrophic situations, particularly when they involve children. They're difficult, I think, for all of us to imagine just how challenging that can be for a family to cope with and manage. We do in the province, as the member opposite does know, we do have a catastrophic drug program that does provide support to families, including families with children, for a variety of medical and drug challenges that they might face. It is an important program which has provided, I think, together with other programs offered by the province, it does provide a degree of support which is reassuring to a lot of families that do find themselves regrettably and unfortunately in that extremely challenging and difficult situation.
Thank you. Supplementary.
I appreciate the words from the minister, but I think that we could be doing more because more and more people are maxing out their credit cards, they're setting up GoFundMe campaigns, or they're doing other fundraising events. Others rely on the generosity of drug companies. Brian Monty and his wife Erica also live near Ottawa. His wife has multiple melanoma and incurable cancer from blood plasma. She's undergone a stem cell transplant and was prescribed Revlimid, and it has kept her alive for 3 years. Private medical insurance covers up to $100,000 a year, but that runs out by September, leaving $36,000 that they're left at the mercy of the drug company for the rest of the year. This year, that's changed, and Brian is afraid his wife might die without the drug. And that is why Ontario needs a compassionate and catastrophic care plan. She's only alive at the mercy of a drug company.
Question.
Will the minister take the lead on this today, and will you support my motion for a compassionate and catastrophic care plan for the province of Ontario?
Minister.
So I appreciate the clarification at the end, because this is actually about the private member's bill or motion this afternoon, which I think I do understand that it actually goes quite beyond what we've been discussing, at least in the first aspect. It talks about creating a fund to fund experimental treatment for individuals. And I think Ontarians appreciate the fact that we do have Trillium, which does provide support for individuals and families that do find themselves in catastrophic or extremely challenging, financially challenging situations. But we also fund, and 96% of the applicants that come forward, many thousands, we do fund treatments for them and procedures for them that may not be available in this province. I know the private member's bill that the member opposite referenced at the very end actually speaks largely about a different fund, which is to fund experimental treatment. We need to make sure that our funding is focused on evidence, best clinical practice, and guided, quite frankly, by the specialists that should be making this decision in the first place.
Thank you. Question, the member from Oshawa.